Well, I'm in. I checked the times for the last stream save, you know, at the end of the last stream, versus this current save that I have just loaded up, which is after I've done all my, you know, off-stream things. And, the last stream save said 98 hours. Of course, we haven't streamed for 98 hours. That includes all the other off-stream things, but I was just wondering how long it took me to make the thing that I made this week. And the current game says the time is 125 hours. So between last Saturday and this Saturday, I have spent 27 hours making one factory. One single focused, purposed factory that only does one thing. Well, it does a couple things, but it only has one input. I'll say that. Technically, it has two inputs. Whoa, my head! I have big head mode on. Yay! April Fools, I guess. Is it actually affecting my bounding box? Kind of looks like it is. So I will take viewers on a trip to my factory. This current oil factory up here, by the way, is completely non-functional now. Oil is no longer coming in this way. Oil is being completely used out at the new factory. Which means, Craig, that you're going to have to get your trains up and running soon. I did already make a train track from my factory, from my new oil factory, to your hub. And I was thinking I would probably repurpose the old oil factory at the main base into a input-output for trains for that factory. Shit. Jesus. Let's keep it going on. There we go. I don't know what you think about that, but I thought that would be a good place to put it anyway. Of course, at that distance, we don't even really have to use trains. We could just use a really long conveyor belt, but... I don't actually have my train station hooked up to power yet, which I should probably do while I'm here, but... First, Yon Tour. You can already see it. You can already see it from here. There it is. There's all this stuff. You can actually see it from the main base too if you go into photo mode. You can zoom in on it. So we have these two pumps. The original two pumps are normal nodes, but I've overclocked them to 300 each. So that's 600 coming in through this tube, which of course is a Mark II tube. This is a pure node, which, when overclocked, which it is also 600 just by itself. Also coming in to that side. So I have two sides. I have a red side and a blue side. And these are all making fuel. They are, it is mathematically correct in that they are all making fuel. It is 10 fuels on that side, 10 fuels on this side, each using 60, so that's 600 oil per side, which is exactly what I have coming in. It's loud right here. Now, making the fuel also makes these resin things, which is coming over here to the other factory. I'll show you what's up there in a minute. And on this other factory have 6 plastic, 6 rubber, and it is correctly efficientized. There's actually 2 fuel resin refineries there that are actually on the other side that are actually connected to the plastic side, like the 2 extra ones. So the plastic side is actually getting 12 fuel refineries worth of resin, which is what it needs, versus the resin which needs a little bit less. So that's all correctly modeled out. I have exactly enough water extractors as well to feed those, because they need water extractors. So this is all 100% efficient as far as I can tell. So both of these fuel things are also coming up to feed 2 sides. Again, these are 2 halves that are exactly the same of fuel generators, of which there are 60 fuel generators, all being fed at 100% efficiency. There's actually there's 2 refineries worth of extra fuel, but that is going toward over here. So I will come over here. Obviously the plastic and the rubber is getting made. Of course, these boxes have already filled up, and they're not filling up the train station right now because the train station is not on yet, but it'll be on. The excess is, of course, going to a awesome sink, so there is no waste, there is no stoppage, there is no blockage. It's all going. I also have am pulling out some plastic to make fuel canisters, which we still need. Of course, those will also be shipped by train eventually, and of course the fuel canisters themselves, they're not full yet, but once they get full, they will also be going to the awesome sink, just in case we have a backlog of fuel canisters. And this is where the excess fuel is going as well. So there you go. There's my. This is what I spent 27 hours on. Of course, I also made the train track. I might have to adjust the station at some point. I don't know how Craig's trains are, but we'll talk about that today. This train track goes all the way to Craig's hub that he has over there. So there we go. So that's what I got.
How do you intersect train tracks?
You just have to build a track like against it. It helps if you have a what you want to do is when you're building the straight track that you want to intersect, if you do a segment like right at where you want to intersect, so you build it up to that point, and then and then build it from there, like in 2 segments, instead of just building one really long track that you want to intersect in the middle of. It helps you if you like break it up into 2, and then you can intersect there.
So do they just cross?
Yeah. I mean,
I've
I've done
do like merging or
yeah, you can
splitting
do merging.
tracks?
Yeah, you can do that. I have one right here.
I've kind of tried to do that a little bit, and it didn't really.
It's finicky. Well, like I said, so what you want to do is wherever you want the merge to happen, delete the track, and instead, pull the track from one side right to where you want the merge to happen, and then build up to there, and then again, and then extend it, to the rest of the track, whatever, so that you have that it's not really a seam. It's not a visible seam, but you know what I mean, like a seam between 2 segments of the track, and then you can build the merge to that, and it'll snap to it. It doesn't seem to like snapping to a full unbroken line of track. Like you have to make it in segments. I can come demonstrate if you need me to.
Not yet.
All right. But you will notice that there is an extra track rolling up to the back of your thing. I'm not actually going to be shipping oil. I'm just going to be shipping oil products, unless you want to ship oil, but like I'm making everything there, and I don't really have any oil to ship. Like it's all being used. All 3 of those extractors are being fully utilized there at the oil factory, so. I didn't fully hook it up because I didn't know what else you wanted to add there. I just kind of went to what looks to be your back side of your building.
Yeah. I've forgotten how to delete things. F.
F. It's F. My train station currently at the oil place has just one main track, or one, engine and two freights, and that's it. It does have like a roundabout, so like it doesn't need to go back and forth. It turns around, in a loop. Might have to add one. I don't know if you want to put a loop in here. You can. You have enough room for it, but.
So if my train went this way to your oil factory,
yes,
you would want the engine to be pointed towards your factory.
It actually doesn't matter for my factory because my factory has a loop. If I need to change the direction, I can easily do that. The issue comes with when it comes back, because if you don't have a loop out the front of where the front of the train is now, it either needs a way to turn around, or you need to add another train station behind it to add another engine behind it, because that's the only way that trains can go backwards. You need an engine at the front and the back in order for it to go back and forth.
Yeah.
So you could just add a loop here and it would be fine.
Yeah, I'll do a loop.
You're not picking anything up here, so that doesn't matter. Not with this train, at least. Let me go back and actually hook up my train station to power, because I don't actually have it powered. You can see it from here. All of my stuff. To viewers watching, by the way, Lost Joke said he'd be a little bit late, and of course Kyle, as always, is late, but that's what he does. Actually, it didn't take me that long to build this track, and all of the accoutrements that I added to it. It took me longer amount of time to figure out the design that I wanted for the struts, which is pretty much par for the course in this game. It's like it doesn't take me that long to build stuff once I know what I want to do. But for instance, a lot of the I said I spent 27 hours on this, which is true, but probably almost half of that time was me figuring out exactly what I wanted to do, because this actually went through a number of iterations before I was like, I don't like this, or oh hey, I figured out, I just thought of like a better way, and I have to like take all of it down and start from scratch, which I did at least twice. I didn't get that far before I took it down, but like I got I got platforms up and stuff. Oh yeah, we're a little ugly, but we'll just do that. I wonder if I should put the rubber in there instead. This is fine for now. We'll adjust it later. This platform is basically there just for parity with my my old platform. Doesn't actually need to be there, but I liked having the symmetry. The actual oil platforms over there, which are also on platforms of their own. Everything is nicely done, I think, if I do say so myself, which I do say so myself. This right here is because I wanted most of the plastic to go, you know, out to the train instead of being like, you know, consumed by the fuel thing. So 2/3 are going that way. It was only 1/3, and even less than that because this is slow. It's going this way. Oops. Kyle is here. So that's why I have that extra thing. I think that's how you do that. Instead of having it, you do 2/3. And then the rubber isn't really being used here at all because there's nothing to do with it here. I could fill faster, but there's no real reason to fill it faster because it's only getting filled by about this much anyway. We are making 120 plastic a minute, by the way. That is the most that I can do.
Really big.
What's that?
These loops have to be really big.
They don't have to be as big as you think. I mean, as long as the train or the track is green, you can place it. You're fine. I mean, mine's pretty small. Do you want me to come assist? Oh, the beans are really small. I can actually get a look at it now. Oh, it looks so sad. Aww. I'll delete this like oil pipeline eventually. Keep the power line though, because we need that. You don't need to go up. Do you intend to go up? You just build out.
Have to let stuff drive under. Yeah.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, you're right. All right. Can I make a suggestion for making this?
Yeah.
Delete what you have now. Just this is to make it easier. Put foundations. I know you want to use this, and that's fine. But put a foundation at like the height that you want this to be. And then just like spam foundations everywhere, and then you can make the track on a nice flat plane, and then you can just delete the foundations. What the shit? That is a huge doggo. Craig, look behind you. There's a huge doggo.
Yeah.
April Fools! I mean, there really is one there, but... So basically, yeah, just connect foundations here and build up to where you want it to be, and then just make like a big ass floor, and then you can do it a lot easier. you want to do it like higher than that.
And things drive under this if the foundations are gone.
Let me go. Let's see. I have my car over here. All right, delete like one space of foundations for me, so I can come in here. my big head mode can't fit in there, but actually build over this foundation, like build on top of it, and then delete the one on the bottom. That'll. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I can get in through here. Fine enough. It's like, it's tight, but it's not like pressing on me or anything. Just in case you want to go this way a little bit. So if you come out like really far, so basically go ahead and try to curve it like as much as you can, like right now. Like, yeah, come out like further and further and further, and what happens is the track like grows as you do that, and then it'll let you like curve it a little bit more. This is the way I did it. This might not be able to curve in the way you want. I think you're gonna have to go out a little bit more. Here. Let's... See, if like the further out you go, like the kind of the more curve you can do. It's like a weird thing. I don't know that this is gonna work either, but let's see. Yeah, no, this isn't really gonna work. Oh, you'll have to play with it. I'll just let you do it. Just keep in mind you need to have enough room for it to like merge in like a real train track. It can't just like turn on a dime. So it needs like a little bit of an S shape there. See, the way it's trying to turn in like that, that's what you need. I know you can get a little bit tighter turns if you do it like a small segment at a time. Like do it as tight as you can, but like do it very short. Like as short as you can. Can actually get you tighter turns than doing a long piece. Why isn't that working? It should be working. Here, try doing it from this side. Try like starting here. Let's do this. Try to connect that. Might have to remove that last piece up there. It's weird. There, you did it. And so if you come over here to this side, you'll see that there's now a sign here that you can adjust where you want the train to go.
Got some strange enemy here I've never seen before.
Yeah, it's April Fools. You have big head mode, by the way, and it looks like some of these small enemies are huge, and the big long leg bean enemy is really small.
Oh, okay.
It's loud.
No, get off me. Get off me.
Oh yeah, I forgot I died last night.
Oops, shit. I forgot this isn't connected. Let me connect this. There we go. Connected. You wanna ride? I don't know if you can or not. Get in. Here, you drive it. I'll ride on it. This should all be connected up. It's left click to blow the horn, by the way. Yeah. this. Do it later, though. Mini bean. You might want to slow down. What do you need? What do you need help with, Craig? There you go. Still a little fast.
Who else but you would have understood that reference?
What do you mean? Isn't it commonly known?
No.
Everybody should know that.
Maybe they should, but they don't.
I don't think that this is gonna load it up. I think you have to automate it to load it up.
Yeah.
It has to do it itself. Here's my oil factory. You like it?
At first glance, yeah.
Good. Good. Good.
We have a separate platform for plastic and rubber, or
Yeah, well, plastic and rubber is here. It's over here. It's past where you are right now. Where are you? Oh, I miss your big head. Oh, there you are. So basically, you can just follow the conveyor for rubber. You can get to the...
no. So one freight platform has plastic and rubber, and the other platform.
Yeah,
fuel.
yeah, I might change that. I might separate the rubber and the plastic. But I figure we have smart splitters now, so it's easy enough to just split them off. You know, we can mix cargo shipments and split them off at the source.
Yeah.
I think we basically need more plastic than rubber or anything else right now. So. But yeah, the plastic and rubber is here, denoted by the blue and black platforms, machines. Over the blue and red are the fuel makers, which are, of course, mostly fueling the 60 fuel generators. And then the excess is being moved here, so we have fuel to use for our jetpacks and cars. And that's it. Everything is being used. All oil is being used. This is the fuel canister platform, making the fuel canisters. And then over toward the west are the plastic and rubber factories, and then over to the north are the fuel factories, and then northwest past there are all of the fuel generators.
Cool.
And then, of course, I have an awesome sink to eliminate overflow. There is no stuckage in my factory. Nothing will get blocked. Anything that gets, you know, an overabundance of will get chomped and made into tickets, which we have 8 right now. We actually have more than 8 because I have some on my car that I left, of course, at Craig's place, but I'll get that. Get it later. It looks more impressive if you go in through the fuel generator area. I have like a little, not really entrance way, it just looks nice. You go up the stairs into the onto the platform there. Over here, over this one. So like if you look down this little aisleway, you can see the all the way down in there. I want to get a bigger sign for this, but we don't have the bigger signs yet. So I just have this little tiny piddly sign. Oh yeah, and I do have these loops, which I think are good to have. So I've made these loops everywhere, these little fluid loops. And then here's all the generators up here. Again, there are 60 generators. We now have a capacity of around 10,000 megawatts.
I won't be impressed until we no longer measure our power in megawatts.
Technically, if you have over 1,000 megawatts, you do have a gigawatt, don't you? So we have almost 10 gigawatts. It's gigawatts, by the way. But Doc Brown says gigawatts, so I'll say gigawatts too.
Maybe gigawatts is just another one that's way higher than gigawatts.
I don't think so. I think it is supposed to be gigawatts with a G. I think he just mispronounced it.
Doc Brown would never make a mistake like that.
Says the guy who got the idea for a time machine by falling and hitting his head on a toilet.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do for trains to give them, you know, to make them work. There might be a bug in multiplayer. It's possible I might have to do it as the host, but I don't know. I've heard something about that, but I don't know if it's actually still true or not.
Why is your oil factory's train station in Estonia?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Look at the name of it.
Oh. This is just the name that it had when I made it. The automatic naming thing.
Well, we better make a track from the station to wherever you want these products delivered.
Yeah. Gonna have to think about that. I know where I want the landed. I know where I want the train station at the main base. I'm just gonna basically replace part of the oil factory with that because we can get rid of the oil factory now. I'm gonna have to move some stuff though. There's a couple of containers that have a bunch of stuff on it. They're in it. I'm gonna have to move. But other than that, I'm gonna have to think about where I want to put them because we need plastic and rubber to make these phase 3 things. Whee! Whee! Alright, let me, I'm gonna delete all these foundations unless you need them for something.
We'll need them to get the next line started. Off this loop.
Yeah. Alright, I'll leave a couple of them then.
The line should probably start off this right side of the loop. and just go this way.
Yeah, you can do that, I think.
Like this.
I learned a very interesting shortcut for deleting things, by the way. So you know how you know how you can press Control and just like select a bunch of stuff to delete, and then you only have to click once and it'll delete all that stuff that you selected?
Yeah.
So apparently there's a way to filter it so you only delete or you only select one kind of item.
Huh.
If you press Control, you know, to select something, and then you hold mouse 4, as in not left click, not right click, not middle click, but the other button on your mouse, on the side of your mouse, and you hold that while you're selecting stuff, it'll only select the things that you had your cursor over the first time. So like if I select this 1 meter foundation and I hold mouse 4, now when I move my cursor, only 1 meter foundations will be selected and it will ignore everything else. So it's like a quick way to delete a whole bunch of stuff that you only want to delete like one thing of. Anyway, let me get my car. Time to hit the old dusty trails. We have 19 tickets right now, by the way. Should probably buy stuff. I'll look at that immediately when I get back to base. And I'll start deleting the oil stuff and moving the containers. Oops. Alright, let's see. What do we want? I don't really need these. Got all the foundations. We could still get the windowed walls or the tilted walls. We still haven't gotten the metal pillars or the stairs. There are still various materials that we could get as well. Coated concrete, which is just a like a shiny concrete. Grip metal foundation, whatever that is. Asphalt foundation for roads. Steel walls, concrete walls. Steel roof, tar roof. There are a bunch of paintable patterns that you can spray down that we could get. Or, of course, there's the the random crap. What should we get? Kyle, do you have any preferences for what you want to get?
Yeah, coated concrete is pretty nice.
Coated concrete. That's correct. We still have 13 left after that.
Yeah, I have no idea what else.
I'll get the walls just because it's interesting to use them. Might be anyway. Let's get some patterns. Let's get some arrow patterns, or dotted line patterns, or factory icon patterns. Let's get a pattern of some kind. Let's get this. How much do we have left? 5 left.
There's a tree on the train track that somebody needs to cut down.
I got the grip metal foundation material as well.
How about this oil pipeline? Can I?
You can get rid of it now. Don't get rid of the line, the power line right now, unless you really need to. I can move it if you need me to, but you can get rid of the oil pipeline.
I'm gonna get rid of the pipe and put the track where it was.
That's fine. Because yeah, the oil is that's not being used anymore. So. All right. Well, goodbye, refineries. You will not be missed because we already have your replacement in the other factory. I'm sorry. Just the way it is. I might try to keep some of this building, but all this piping can go. No longer have to worry about heavy oil residue or whatever. That was, admittedly, I could have taken care of that, but, like, I just didn't have the room here. Just plain did not have the room. Get rid of those. This I kind of want to keep. I'll have to move them.
Where you can walk through these the other day. Oh well.
What's that?
The big frame pillars. I swear you can walk through them, but apparently not.
Maybe the walls, the frame walls.
The frame foundations and walls are fine, yeah. Just need to find a different way to use them now, I suppose.
How many fuel in here? No, it's all gone. All right, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
How did you angle the metal beams?
If you press R, you'll switch modes, and one is a diagonal mode, and then you also have a freeform mode.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Get rid of this, since we don't need this anymore. This is mostly cleared out. Does this have any fuel in it? It shouldn't, but it might. It does have a lot of fuel in it. I want to do something with that.
Well, the train track's right outside your old
Alright.
oil factory.
I'm still working on it, yeah.
It's not pretty, though.
It ain't pretty. Where is... Where are my power hookups? There's one. Yes. Yes. It's gonna take a while to get rid of this fuel, but it's fine.
Man, metal beams really eat a lot of steel beams.
Yeah, it does. We have a shit ton, so if you need more, feel free to drop by.
Yeah, but look how far away I am.
Honestly, we don't really need that much of this, so you know what? Let's do this. Let's see. This way. And let's do this, and let's just do this.
So what am I picking up at your train station? Plastic, rubber, and packaged fuel.
Yes. Just empty that out. I don't need to, but we also don't need this much fuel, so because I actually already have. There is actually a box up there. It's not a big double box, I don't think, but it's fine. It's a box and it's also a depot full of it as well, so we don't need that much.
Surprised they don't have elevators in this game.
Yeah, there is a mod for it, which was kind of cool. I think if we ever want to play this game again, I think it would be cool to add in some mods. Not like a lot of mods, but some little things like elevators and some new machines and stuff could be kind of cool.
It just makes sense for them to add it as an actual part of the game.
Yeah. One Kuba. Hello,
Hi.
Lost Joke, is that you?
Awesome.
So quiet.
Your mic's
Right.
broken again.
Is his mic broken? I don't. It's hard to tell with him sometimes. Sometimes he's just quiet. Sometimes he's just plain quiet.
I think we can just entirely blame it on Discord for me recently. Do I sound clearer?
Yeah.
He sunk.
It's mostly Discord.
I gotta find a
I'm
place to put this stuff.
The
I'm
train
tired
has
and in mild pain.
self-driven
Yikes.
to Estonia.
Did it work?
I don't know. It should be loading stuff right now.
I need to get rid of just some stuff. I need to put a box down somewhere. Let's put a box down in here for now.
You can see the train on the map.
See your face on the map.
No, you can't.
Just trying to make room so I can.
Do you see the train on the map?
Who, me? Yeah. It's coming back now.
And its name is...
I didn't see the name.
Trainee McTrain face.
Is it Trainee McTrain Face? Oil McTrain Face. Nice.